Today in Roadcraft, we're on the public test server, having a look at how the bridge laying vehicles work. The good, the bad, and all of the ins and outs. Hey guys, we're here today on the public test server in Roadcraft to check out the bridge laying vehicles. I'm going to show you how both of these guys work, kind of some of the ins and outs, talk about some of the problems that they have. Like some of them have shortcomings, and I've played with them enough that there's some issues. But hey, it's the public test server, and that's what testing's all about. So these are going to be released next month with the rebuild expansion, I believe it is when we'll see these in the official game. Until then, we can try these out here on the public test server. There's two of them. First, we're going to have a look. We're going to have a look primarily at the Vostok here. Let's go ahead and look at these in the shop. There's a Vostok and a Tayga variant for the bridge layers. So let's go ahead to the base here. I've purchased that one and I'm using it. I'll show you the other one, but this is the game I've been playing, so I actually have some progress on this one. So that's why I'm going to be showing you this one here. So here's the one we're in right now, the Vostok MU97 Ant. This is the one we're in. This one costs $82,000 and has a 12-meter bridge, really good stats, and there are a couple differences with these vehicles and their capabilities too, which we'll talk about. So here's the one we're in right here. And then the other one is a Tayga. This one has a 6-meter bridge. It's $31,000 cheaper at $51,000, so it's a little cheaper. Got a 6-meter bridge, less stats, and it's got some more limitations. We'll talk about all of that. I will show you this one too, but I'm going to show you, I'll show you everything you need to see on the Vostok here. All right, so we don't need a gap to deploy the bridge, so we're just going to do it right here. No use in going to find a gap when we can do it right here. Let's turn my HUD back on. Right, so I'm using an Xbox controller, so that's how we're looking at the controls. I'm sure you're, yeah. So there's two control sets, each with one button. RB for anchors, and it's toggle anchors. Both the Tayga and the Vostok just have one set of rear anchors like that. And then the other control is detach, but we can't detach the bridge because it's not deployed. The controls for the bridge are not laid out there, but they're pretty easy. It's just hold the left bumper and then move your stick up or down. Again, I'm on the Xbox controller, so adapt that to whatever your control platform is. Yeah, basically just like you would operate a crane arm. Just like you, the same way you extend a crane arm. Extend this out all the way. Once this is extended out, now you can use the detach option. Attach that. You're going to have to use those same controls that you used to extend it. Use those same controls to pull this back. Pull up our anchors. Now, so the thing with this is, well, first of all, okay, if you want to pick it back up, let's just look at this real quick. I'm trying to figure out the best order to do this in. You just put this back down, and there's the option to attach. And you don't have to be right on. You could be fairly off a little bit, and it'll say attach. Now, that said, this is the public test server. I've already seen some issues with this. I've deployed this on a different map. Just beware of bugs. Okay, there's a bug. I deployed this on a different map, and it will not pick it back up. The different map, the same exact vehicle. I've deployed the bridge. It does not recognize the bridge as its own. The bridge is actually a different color, and it will not pick it back up. There's still a way around that. We'll talk about that. Just be aware there are issues. There's another issue I've seen where I deployed this. I did deploy this to cross a gap. You know how where you're supposed to build bridges, they have like a concrete foundation there where they want you to build bridges? Well, sometimes when this front thing deploys here, this front thing can get stuck inside the ground, causing the vehicle to be stuck in the ground. Anyway, that's one reason we're doing it here and not at one of those places. I want to avoid that. Those are two issues I've seen, but again, this is a test server, right? So just be aware of that. If you want to play with it on the test server, there's a couple issues maybe. Now, thing with the Vostok thing, the Vostok bridge layer, is this one can pick up the bridge from either side. Hang on a second, you don't have to be perfectly straight. This can pick up its own bridge, even though the bridge is unequal lengths on each side. You may have noticed that. You may have noticed when I had this on top of the vehicle that the bridge is unequal lengths. Regardless, the Vostok can pick its own bridge up from either side, and no matter how you fold it up, the short end always ends up on the bottom. Hey, how about that? Hey, I ain't gonna complain. It's really convenient. The Vostok here has the ability to lay its bridge, cross its own bridge, and then pick it back up. That's why that's significant. That's why I wanted to point that out. The Tayga can't do that. The Tayga and I'll show you that it can only pick it up its bridge from the same side, and there's a reason why. I'll show you that when we get there. So we're good here. Let's take this guy back to the our base up here. Now, once you lay out a bridge, actually, let's go ahead and show that. Let's just go ahead and show this now. Once we lay out a bridge, we don't usually need our supports. We'll put them down. We're going to lay this out. We're going to deploy it. We're going to pull this back. Okay, so you may be wondering, as I did, what happens if the bridge is deployed and then we recall our vehicle? We should go over like every possibility of what can happen here. All right, retain, deploy. Well, you get one bridge, and once that's deployed, that bridge is now out. The bridge is still there. The bridge didn't go anywhere. Look, we can see that the bridge is still right here deployed. So the bridge is permanent. I like this. I like this feature. That is this vehicle's bridge. Once it has deployed it, it is out. You can get a new one, though. You may see here there's an option to get a new one. So here's the thing. I already recorded this video, but I didn't get any audio, so I'm having to re-record it. So I can't purchase a new bridge. I had the 3 steel beams. I already spent those in the video that I already recorded. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you footage of that. Okay, so I'll just talk over that. So here's the thing. You see right here that for 3 steel beams, we can purchase a new bridge. So it's very simple. You lay one out in the world. You come back here, pay, in this case, 3 steel beams, and it mounts you with a new bridge, and now you have a new bridge to go out and place in the world. I hope I cut that together well. Yeah, I'm sorry, I already recorded this. I had an audio glitch, but I spent my beams on that. So that's about that. There's a couple of issues. Yeah, let's go ahead. Why don't we just cover some of these issues? All right, so here I wanted to show you this real quick. This is the bridge I spoke of where I laid, and I cannot pick it back up. So this is more like take this bit of the video as a bug report. Notice the bridge is a different color than the vehicle. Yeah, I can't explain that. I can't say I didn't notice that until I reloaded the game. That said, you can lay a bridge, save your game, load it, and then pick it back up. You can. I've been testing this since last night. But this bridge right here, this bridge inexplicably turned a different color, and trust me, I've been trying. This will not recognize and pick it up. Simply will not. So this can happen. If this happens, I guess you just got to buy a new bridge. You know, I guess you got to buy a new bridge. I don't have 3 steel beams to see what that would do. I just wanted to put this in here as a small thing. This is the public test server, and these things can happen. Let's go check out the Tayga. So I just loaded in this game to show you the Tayga, and here's something else I want to show you. This happens. If you, when you load the game and you're in a bridge vehicle, it always does. It's done this to me every time when I load the game. You load in with the bridge halfway deployed, and I may have to... Yeah, so notice how it's got to spread apart. On this Tayga bridge, the first thing it does is it spreads apart and then it unfolds. So what I'm saying is right now it thinks it's folded up because it's going through the first unfolding step. So this is a small thing they need to fix as well. This always happens when you load these in. We have to unfold this all the way, and it's going to do weird things with the truck, but we have to do this to reset the bridge. I guess this is just what happens when you save and load when you're in the vehicle. All right, so let's just pretend like whatever. Let's load this back up. Few things they need to iron out. Again, this content's not coming for a month in the game. This is the public test server, of course. All right, so let's have a look at the Tayga. Yeah, I just loaded in. I'm trying to make note of any issues of any kind that I see. All right, so this one's bridge is shorter. It deploys differently. This one's bridge deploys off at the back. It deploys in the exact same manner. It's a little slower, I think. The truck itself is slower. Let's see what else can we go over here. Let's unattach this, but the controls work the exact same. Let's fold this back up. This bridge is pretty short. It looks like it could span a decent amount of gaps, but truth be told, I'm not sure this would span any gaps that require a bridge. I think if you have the ability to buy either one of these, just my advice, because I've used them both quite a bit, if you have the ability to use either one of these, or to purchase either one of these, save up the extra 30 grand and buy the Vostok. This vehicle is slow, not very capable, And the bridge, though it looks a decent length, that's about the shortest possible gap that you could need a bridge for. And I would say that would be okay for like here on the map kernel. That may be okay to cross some of these narrow, deep chasms, but pretty much any place that's going to require a bridge, you'll probably find that you're going to have to be on the very, very precipice of it if any hope of this reaching. But give it a shot. Just be forewarned, this is pretty darn short. Now, the other thing with this vehicle is it can only pick up its bridge from the side which it laid it down from. If you look at this side here, do you see right there those two big like detents on the frame of the bridge right there with the holes in them? That's where this mounts to. Notice this side of the bridge, if I could zoom in on it a little bit, doesn't have those. So when I drive up here and if I deploy this is a lot slower to deploy. There's no place for those to snap onto. Hang on, let me get this deployed. I can move my camera. There we go. This won't, there's no prompt to attach the bridge here. Yeah, those two, yeah, you probably see what I mean. Those two pieces have to go, and those two rectangular cutouts on the other side. So this vehicle, by design, it's not a bug or anything. Like, I checked all over, and I was like, no, I see those two slots. So yeah, by design, this truck only attaches from the other side. Oh yeah, do not let your wheels fall in between those ramps. Naturally, well, yeah, naturally you wouldn't want that. Yeah, I'm just saying, I have done it. You may not get out. And now our truck is stuck here. All right, here on the other side of the vehicle, on the other side of the bridge, rather, we'll deploy this, and this will allow us to pick it up. It doesn't have to be exact, but in this case, we do have to be on the correct side of the bridge. Yeah, so the truck here will only pick up the bridge from this side. And the truck, you can replace the bridge. It's the exact same as the Vostok. If we were to go back to the base, we would see that, here, I'll just go back to the base. Here we are back at the base, and you can see purchase new bridge, 2 beams. This one has a shorter bridge, and it only costs 2 beams to replace this truck's bridge. So I think that's everything that I could think to go over here in this video. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. One thing I just thought I'd check, just real quick. I have the Vostok here on this map as well. I was testing it out. It got stuck in the mud here. Don't ask me how, but somehow it's stuck in this mud. I just loaded this game, and this one's bridge will attach just fine. So that other one that I showed you, where the bridge changed colors and won't mount, I don't know if that's a darn mystery, some kind of bug. Just, again, you know, I like to try to like test every parameter. So that's everything I can think of. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on these vehicles? Remember that, yeah, they're still not going to be out for a while. Hopefully they'll get some of this stuff ironed out, and hopefully if you guys have seen some of the same bugs I have, then we can confirm that, yeah, this happens, and I try to test that stuff and find the conditions under which they happen. Let me know down below. Thanks, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.